Hey guys, welcome to HRG Zone YouTube channel. And today I am gonna show you the top 101 best low-spec PC games 2024. So sit back and relax. Starting off number 101. Escape Dead Island is an adventure survival horror video game developed by Swedish developer Fat Shark, published by German studio Deep Silver and distributed by Square Enix. Number 100 is LA Rush, known as Rush in the PlayStation Portable version, is an open-world racing video game developed by Midway Studios Newcastle. Number 99 is Albert and Otto is a 2D puzzle platform game developed and published by K Brothers Games. The player controls both Albert and his magical bunny. Number 98 is Code of Honor 3, Desperate Measures is a first-person shooter game developed by City Interactive. Number 97 is Demon Icon is a fantasy-themed role-playing game for the Microsoft Windows, and is published by Calypso Media and developed in-house by Numina Studios. Number 96 is Driver, Parallel Lines is a video game developed by Reflections Interactive and is the fourth installment in the Driver video game series. Number 95 is Live for Speed, LFS, is a racing simulator developed by a three-person team comprising Skaun Roberts, Eric Bailey, and Victor van Vlardingen. Number 94 is Enslaved, Odyssey to the West is an action-adventure video game developed by Ninja Theory and published by Namco Bandai Games. Number 93 is History Civil War, Secret Missions is a historical first-person shooter video game developed by Cauldron Ltd., Activision Value, and the History Channel. Number 92 is I Am Alive is an action-adventure survival game set in a post-apocalyptic world developed by Ubisoft Shanghai and published by Ubisoft. Number 91 is James Bond 007, Bloodstone is a third-person shooter video game developed by Bizarre Creations and published by Activision. Number 90 is Overlord 2 is an action role-playing game. It was developed by Triumph Studios and published by Codemasters. Number 89 is Reservoir Dogs is a third-person shooter video game based on the Quentin Tarantino film of the same name. Number 88 is Rise of the Argonauts is an action role-playing game developed by Liquid Entertainment and published by Codemasters. Number 87 is Shadow Blade, Reload is a platform game in which the player assumes the role of a ninja named Kuro. Number 86 is Star Wars, The Force Unleashed is an action-adventure game developed and published by LucasArts. Number 85 is The Cursed Crusade is an action hack-and-slash game developed by Kyloton and published by DTP Entertainment. Number 84 is The Scourge Project is a third-person shooter set in the near future, where players assume the role of the Echo Squad. Number 83 is The Turing Test is a first-person puzzle video game developed by Bulkhead Interactive and published by Square Enix Collective. Number 82 is Tom Clancy's End War is a strategy video game is a real-time tactics game designed by Ubisoft Shanghai, while the handheld versions feature turn-based tactics. Number 81 is Tortuga, Two Treasures is an action-adventure video game developed by German studio Ascaron Entertainment and published by CDV Software. Number 80 is Uber Soldier 2 Crimes of War is an action and first-person shooter, FPS, video game distributed by the company City Interactive. Number 79 is 13th Century, Death or Glory is a video game published in 2007 on Windows by 1C Company, 1C Publishing EU SRO. Number 78 is Wanted, Weapons of Fate is a third-person shooter video game, first developed and published by iPlay before being developed by Grin and published by Warner Bros. Interactive and distributed by Universal Studios. Number 77 is You Are Empty is a first-person shooter video game by Ukrainian developers Mandel Art Planes and Digital Spray Studios. It was published by 1C Company. Number 76 is Xenoclash is a first-person fighting video game with elements of a first-person shooter. It is the debut game of developer ACE Team and uses the Source engine. Number 75 is Viking: Battle for Asgard is an action-adventure video game developed by Creative Assembly and published by Sega. Number 74 is The Lord of the Rings: War in the North is a action role-playing hack-and-slash video game developed by Snowblind Studios and published by Warner Bros. Interactive Entertainment. Number 73 is Marlowe Briggs and the Mask of Death is an action-adventure hack-and-slash video game developed by Zootfly and Microsoft Studios. Number 72 is Condemned: Criminal Origins is a first-person psychological thriller video game with survival horror and action elements developed by Monolith Productions and published by Sega. Number 71 is Stubbs the Zombie and Rebel Without a Pulse is a reverse horror video game developed by Wideload Games and published by Aspire Media. Number 70 is Deadfall Adventures is an action-adventure video game developed by the Farm 51 and published by Nordic Games. Number 69 is Black Site: Area 51 features first-person shooter gameplay. It uses a regenerating health system. Additionally, the player's character can absorb relatively large amounts of gunfire before dying. Number 68 is Dark Messiah of Might and Magic is a first-person action role-playing game developed by Arcane Studios. The player controls Sereth, the apprentice of the wizard Fenrig. Number 67 is El Matador is a third-person shooter developed by Czech studio Plastic Reality Technologies and published by Senega Publishing. Number 66 is Bulletstorm is a first-person shooter game developed by People Can Fly and Epic Games and published by Electronic Arts. Number 65 is Nine Monkeys of Shaolin is a beat-em-up video game developed by Russian developer Sabaka Studio and published by Buka Entertainment and Ravenscourt. Number 64 is Castlevania: Lords of Shadow 2 is an action-adventure game. The game was developed by Mercury Steam and published by Konami. Number 63 is Red Faction: Guerrilla is a third-person shooter video game developed by Volition and published by THQ. Number 62 is Deadpool is an action-adventure video game. It was developed by High Moon Studios and published by Activision for Microsoft Windows. Number 61 is Dark is a stealth action role-playing video game developed by German team Realmforge Studios and published by Calypso Media. Number 60 is Shadow Harvest: Phantom Ops is a first-person shooter with a dual-character storyline that makes for a unique blend of action and strategy. Number 59 is Alekine's Gun is a third-person stealth action video game set during World War II and the Cold War, developed and published by Maximum Games. Number 58 is Realm of Ink is an Ink-style action roguelite game. While pursuing the Fox Demon, the swordswoman Red unexpectedly finds that her life is dictated by the destiny within the world of the book. Number 57 is Soldier of Fortune: Payback is a first-person shooter video game and the third installment of the Soldier of Fortune franchise, following Soldier of Fortune 2, Double Helix. Number 56 is Shell Shock 2: Blood Trails is a first-person shooter video game developed by Rebellion Derby and published by IDOS Interactive. Number 55 is Singularity is a first-person shooter video game developed by Raven Software and published by Activision. Number 54 is The Darkness 2 is a first-person shooter video game developed by Digital Extremes and published by 2K. Number 53 is Turning Point: Fall of Liberty is a first-person shooter video game, developed by Spark Unlimited and published by Codemasters. Number 52 is Inversion is a third-person shooter video game developed by Saber Interactive and published by Bandai Namco Entertainment. Number 51 is Fear 3 is a first-person shooter psychological horror video game developed by Day One Studios and published by Warner Bros. Interactive Entertainment. Number 50 is Ace Combat. Assault Horizon is a spin-off installment of the Ace Combat flight simulation video game series. It was developed by Project Aces and published by Bandai Namco Games. Number 49 is 7554. Glorious Memories Revived is a first-person shooter video game developed by Vietnamese video game developer Emobi Games. Number 48 is Divinity. Original Sin is a role-playing video game developed and published by Larian Studios. Number 47 is Bionic Commando is a action-adventure video game. The game was developed by Swedish developer Grin and published by Capcom. Number 46 is X-Men Origins. Wolverine is a hack-and-slash action-adventure video game. Combat relies on 3 options: light attacks, heavy attacks, and grabs. Number 45 is Alien Rage is a first-person shooter video game developed by CI Games, then known as City Interactive, using Unreal Engine 3. Number 44 is Apotheon is a platform game developed and published by Alien Trap for Microsoft Windows. Number 43 is Dreamfall Chapters is an episodic 3D adventure game with emphasis on character interaction, exploration of the game world, and puzzle solving. Number 42 is Snowbreak: Containment Zone. The new 3D sci-fi RPG shooter is here. Aim at fate, fight by our side. Clear the specified stage to claim an orange tier operative. Number 41 is Mars: War Logs is a cyberpunk role-playing video game developed by Spiders and published by Focus Home Interactive. Number 40 is Lost Planet 2 is a third-person shooter video game developed and published by Capcom and Beeline Interactive Incorporated. Number 39 is Remember Me is a action-adventure game developed by Dontnod Entertainment and published by Capcom. Number 38 is Men of War: Assault Squad 2 is a real-time tactics and real-time strategy game set in World War II. Number 37 is The Punisher is a third-person shooter action-adventure game developed by Volition and published by THQ. Number 36 is Mount and Blade: Warband is the strategy action role-playing video game. The Turkish company Tailworlds Entertainment and was published by Paradox Interactive. Number 35 is Necrovision: Lost Company is the prequel to original horror FPS shooter, taking place before the Necrovision story begins. It contains a bunch of unique levels, characters, weapons, and gameplay elements as well as new main hero that presents the original game story from opposite perspective. Number 34 is My Friend Pedro is a shoot 'em up video game developed by Swedish developer Dead Toast Entertainment and published by Devolver Digital. Number 33 is Art of Rally is a racing video game developed and published by Funselector Labs. Number 32 is Alan Wake is a action-adventure game developed by Remedy Entertainment and published by Microsoft Game Studios. Number 31 is Batman: Arkham Origins is a action-adventure game developed by WB Games Montreal and published by Warner Bros. Interactive Entertainment. Number 30 is Assassin's Creed: Brotherhood is a action-adventure video game developed by Ubisoft Montreal and published by Ubisoft. Number 29 is Battlefield: Bad Company 2 is a first-person shooter video game developed by DICE and published by Electronic Arts. Number 28 is Call of Duty: Black Ops is a first-person shooter game developed by Treyarch and published by Activision. Number 27 is Blue Estate is a darkly funny rail shooter based on the Eisner Awards-nominated Blue Estate comic books from Viktor Kalvachev, offering slick wit and punishing violence, all set in an eye-popping Technicolor mob world. Number 26 is Call of Juarez: Bound in Blood is a first-person shooter set in a Western milieu developed by Techland and published by Ubisoft. Number 25 is Brink is a first-person shooter video game developed by Splash Damage and published by Bethesda Softworks. Number 24 is Crysis 2 is a first-person shooter video game developed by Crytek, published by Electronic Arts. Number 23 is Dark Void is a third-person shooter video game developed by Airtight Games and published by Capcom. Number 22 is Darksiders 2 is an action role-playing hack-and-slash video game developed by Vigil Games and published by THQ. Number 21 is Far Cry 3 is a first-person shooter game developed by Ubisoft Montreal and published by Ubisoft. Number 20 is DMC, Devil May Cry is a action-adventure game developed by Ninja Theory and published by Capcom. Number 19 is Ghost Recon, Future Soldier is a third-person tactical shooter video game developed and published by Ubisoft. Number 18 is Hitman, Absolution is a stealth video game developed by IO Interactive and published by Square Enix's European branch. Number 17 is Grand Theft Auto 4 is an action-adventure game developed by Rockstar North and published by Rockstar Games. Number 16 is Just Cause 2 is an action-adventure game developed by Avalanche Studios and published by Square Enix. Number 15 is L.A. Noire is an action-adventure video game developed by Team Bondi and published by Rockstar Games. Number 14 is Mafia 2 is an action-adventure game developed by 2K Czech and published by 2K. Number 13 is Limbo is a puzzle platform video game with horror elements developed by independent studio Playdead and originally published by Microsoft Game Studios. Number 12 is Medal of Honor, Warfighter is a first-person shooter video game developed by Danger Close Games and published by Electronic Arts. Number 11 is Need for Speed, Hot Pursuit is a racing video game developed by Criterion Games and published by Electronic Arts. Number 10 is Mirror's Edge is a first-person action-adventure platform game developed by DICE and published by Electronic Arts. Number 9 is Outlast is a first-person survival horror video game developed and published by Red Barrels. Number 8 is Prince of Persia, The Forgotten Sands refers to a group of action-adventure video games developed and published by Ubisoft. Number 7 is Resident Evil, Revelations 2 is an episodic survival horror video game developed and published by Capcom. Number 6 is Prototype 2 is an action-adventure video game developed by Radical Entertainment and published by Activision. Number 5 is Saints Row, Get Out of Hell is an action-adventure game developed by Volition and High Voltage Software, published by Deep Silver and distributed by Square Enix. Number 4 is Trials Fusion is a platform racing video game developed by Ubisoft Red Links in collaboration with Ubisoft Shanghai and Ubisoft Kiev. Number 3 is Sleeping Dogs is an action-adventure video game developed by United Front Games and published by Square Enix. Number 2 is The Bureau, XCOM Declassified is a tactical third-person shooter video game. It was developed by 2K Marin and published by 2K. And number 1 is Spec Ops, The Line is a third-person shooter video game developed by Jaeger Development and published by 2K. So that's all guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, so please like this video and subscribe my channel and don't forget to notifications. So thanks again and see you soon on next video. And good, bye.